Welcome to the Lighthouse Theater. Excited to be here for this one. I'm Todd Grisham. Next to me, of course, is Johnny Nelson.
Hi, Todd. Nice to be here with you.
It's time for our tale of the tape. Introducing first, it's Riddick Big Daddy Bowe. Here comes Riddick Big Daddy Bowe. Despite being 6'5" tall, one of the best inside fighting heavyweights there's ever. Smokin Joe Frazier. His 3 battles with Muhammad Ali, perhaps the most famous.
This bout is scheduled for 12 rounds of boxing. Fighting out of the red corner
from Brooklyn, New York, here is the Olympic silver medalist and the 2-time
one of the hottest tickets around. It's standing room only for this, our main event. Frazier's been in so many hellacious battles over the years. The trilogy with Muhammad Ali, his fights against George Foreman, a true legend. Got caught clean by a left hook. They threw the hook, it didn't land. Those counter punches have to hurt. This is the type of fighter that would say, I don't even want rounds. Let's just fight until one of us can't stand up anymore.
If you get in with a slugger, they want to work at their own pace. Use speed, frustrate them, take them out of their comfort zone, make them tired, trip over their own feet, get them angry.
Well done with that counter shot. Got him. Perfect counter shot. Looking to land the hook. Counter punches have to hurt. When you're training to fight a swarmer, Johnny, you know this better than anybody. You have got to be in peak physical condition because they're not going to let you breathe.
You are fighting a swarmer. Be smart, be sharp, concentrate, but you've got to be confident. Do not dance his dance, because that swarmer, once you do that, you're giving a man a chance that shouldn't have one.
Hook won't score. A very competitive round with 10 seconds left. Nice counter. Let's talk about Bowe in that last round. The game plan does not seem to be working here. What's he have to do differently?
Wow, it was like 2 different leagues.
Here comes the legend Joe Frazier, Hall of Famer, all-time great. Let's see how they bounce back here in this round.
This is one of those situations. You've just been hurt. You've got to get out there again. Be smart. Be sharp. Don't be a fool. Don't get suckered in. Make him fight your fight. Hold him, tie him up, just until your head clears again and your legs come back again. Because if you don't, he's going to pop you off.
When you're watching Joe Frazier, he's got one-punch knockout power. Just misses with that uppercut. They call it the glory division. There's nothing quite like a heavyweight fight. It doesn't take much to win it. Fighters landing in these exchanges, judge is going to have a tough job.
Skill for skill, tap for tap, just like a match made in heaven.
Looking to land the hook. Frazier being much more selective with his punches. So much for defensive abilities. Changes everything, and down they go.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
been all one-way traffic with just 10 seconds to go in the round. Let's talk about Bowe in that last round. Boy, this next round is going to be crucial. Frazier's been in so many hellacious battles over the years. The trilogy with Muhammad Ali, his fights against George Foreman. He got knocked down in the last round. Let's see what he can do here.
What a heavy knockdown. How are they going to come back from that? They've staggered back to the corner. They've got to freshen them up, alert them again, get them back on point again. This round, they've got to coast around. Don't get involved. Give yourself another 3 minutes to get your head clear.
Tried to score with that hook, but missed. Here we go with the lightweights. Get ready to see some blazing hand speed and fancy footwork.
Back in the history books, some of the best fighters in the world were the middleweights. Yes, the glamour division is the heavyweights, we know. But I'm telling you now, you look right there. These guys are on it. Fast, sharp, powerful. It hurts, and you can imagine it for you. They're the size of an average man.
And they figure out the combination to this safe.
Perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them. More than happy.
Threw the hook, didn't land. Not a lot of punch output. Thought there might be more action here. Looking to land the hook. You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. He scores with the counter. Let's talk about Bowe in that last round. I promise you, all three judges here are going to give that round to you-know-who.
As long as they don't get complacent, you think this is too easy. If they keep this...
And there's the bell to start the round. Well, Johnny, can he keep the momentum going after that last huge round for him?
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
Well, you know, in this division, you got to have speed and you got to have footwork or you're going to be a cooked goose.
This is why I love the little guys. This is exactly why I love them. Look at them, toe to toe, heart for heart. You know, mano a mano, they're letting the shots go.
Oh, he's the smaller man in stature, but he's always got the biggest heart. That hook won't score. This fight a little bit closer than I think a lot of people thought.
Very close match. It shows the skill, the discipline, the respect both fighters have for each other because no one dare do anything out of turn.
Not a lot of punch output. Thought there might be more action here. Both men step back for just a moment. Threw the uppercut, but did not score. Very close round with 10 seconds to go. Let's talk about Bowe in that last round. And a round that seemed like an eternity for them. We're hoping for an all-action slugfest. Well, they got battered last round. How do they turn their fortunes around?
They've had 1 minute to recover. Now they've got to bluff it. They've got to bluff it. They've got to come out now and style it out. Get on the back foot, jab, rest on the jab. Be smart and pop until your legs come back. Then Put the pressure on.
Generally speaking, you don't watch heavyweights to see a boxing match. You want to see a fist fight.
You've got to ruffle their feathers, Todd. You cannot let them get comfortable, drag them, get them complaining to the referee, because once somebody with excellent foot speed and excellent power gets into the rhythm, the fight is over.
Through the hook, didn't land. That hook was off target. Halfway through the round, I'm not sure who's winning it.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
Well, you know, in this division, we're going to see a lot of combinations, a lot of counter-punching.
The middleweights are the best you can ever come across. Obviously, the glamour weight is a heavyweight, but the middleweight is the size of the average man or woman. When you get in there and you're letting the shots go, you've got power, you've got speed.
Is Frazier in trouble? Disaster averted.
Now they've got to wake up. They've got to get on the back foot, clear the head a little bit, then jump back into it again.
Despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this one. Let's talk about Bowe in that last round. As bad as boxing judging can be sometimes, there's no doubt who won that round.
I seriously hope the judges kept their eye on this fight, because if they haven't, there's going to be absolute uproar.
Joe Frazier, who won gold at the '64 Olympic Games. Last round, complete domination. Let's see what we have in store for us here.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing, because you've won that hands down.
They both want a knockout, you can tell. Lucky that hook didn't score. Well, Johnny, we're in the early stages here. What have you seen so far?
Some fighters are just gifted with such hand speed, footwork, movement. They are gifted. They are the chosen few.
Halfway point, and both of these fighters know the round is still up for grabs. Off the charts action from both of these fighters.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. It's like a match made in heaven.
I'd like to see someone use a jab here to establish a boxing presence, but no, they just want to fight. Away. Neither one of these fighters want to see the judges. This round's still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go. What a nightmare scenario. Let's talk about Bowe in that last round. Well, there was no doubt about who won that round.
You can't leave it up to the judges. It's up to you as the fighter. And the cornerman's got to put a firecracker on that fight to get out there and get the job done.
They ring the bell, and here we go. Coming off that great round, let's see if they can build on momentum here.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
This fighter has determined that they can walk through any punches that their opponent throws, and that's a very confident spot to be in.
Because they're so big, because they can punch, because they've got the weight behind them, they may not be connecting, but trust me, when they connect, that's when this fight sets on fire. Because someone's going to get hurt, and someone's going to react.
You'd like to see more jabs. Nice counter shot. Some nice exchanges from both men in this round.
Very close match. It shows the skill, the discipline, the respect both fighters have for each other because no one dare do anything out of turn.
Someone's will cave, but which fighter will it be? What do you think of what we've seen so far from these two boxers, Johnny?
I've never seen a fighter so fast in my life. How do you deal with this? You've got to hope they run out of steam.
Frazier's made a career of getting into wars. This round could go either way. 10 seconds to go. Let's talk about Bowe in that last round. Well, it's no secret who has the advantage after that last round. Let's see what they have in store for us in the next one.
As long as they don't get complacent, you think this is too easy. If they keep this same kind of pace up, they've got this fight.
Been in so many hellacious battles over the years. The trilogy with Muhammad Ali, his fights against George Foreman, a true legend. After a really strong round, let's see if they can finish the job.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
Don't want to stand and trade with Smokin Joe. Well, you know with featherweights, the hands are going to be flying. A lot of punch output.
Midway through the fight, if you are tired, this can be the loneliest place in the world. If you cheated, now we're going to find out.
Didn't land that jab. These two are the perfect dance partners.
Perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I got to respect both of them more than happy.
Missing with the hook. So much for boxing. This is a fist fight. These punches coming from every angle. They threw the hook. It didn't land. Despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this one. Talk about Bowe in that last round. That was almost a... And here comes the legend Joe Frazier. Hall of Famer, all-time great. They've got all the momentum on their side after that last round. Let's see what they do here.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
These two featherweights are going to let their hands go, you know that.
Todd, look back in history. Sugar Ray Leonard against Roberto Duran. The first fight, Sugar Ray Leonard tried to fight, stand there toe-to-toe with him. The second fight, he thought, this guy's aggressive. He's nasty. He'll do everything to get the win. I've got to box him. I've got to frustrate him. I've got to humiliate him and show him how good a boxer I am. That's the only way you beat an aggressive fighter. Show your boxing skills. Step out of the way. Don't fight fire with fire. Use brain over brain.
We're at the halfway point of this round, and both of these fighters have had their moments. Still could go either way. Smokin Joe won that gold medal in the '64 Olympic Games. One of the all-time great legends.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
Try to let your hands go a little bit. It's okay to be aggressive now. Counter punching. Can't find a home with that jab. Nice counter punch right up the middle. Very close round with 10 seconds to go. Let's talk about Bowe in that last round. Well, we're entering desperation mode here. Gonna need a knockout.
You know what? I've been in fights like that. When you're thinking, come on, Bowe, ring away. You walk back to the corner like you've just seen the sun.
The referee calling for seconds out. Unfortunately, this fighter not going to get more time to heal. Frazier's been in so many hellacious battles over the years. The trilogy with Muhammad Ali. His fights against George Foreman. Coming off a very tough round. Let's see what they do here.
That was a tough last round. Now you've got to make sure he doesn't put it on you. And that's what he's going to try and do. So tie him up, hold him, lean on him. Don't get drawn into a fight. Not yet. Not until your senses have come back.
There's nothing quite like a big heavyweight fight. Everything can change with one punch.
How do you deal with an aggressive fighter? What you do is you fight fire with fire. You either give it them back because that's where they're comfortable, or you play calm, play cool.
Tried to score with that hook, but missed. This has been a very competitive round as we reach the midway point. Lucky that hook didn't score.
Perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them. More than happy.
How much confidence do you build when your opponents hit you with their best shot and you walk right through it?
I've seen it so many times. One punch changes everything. I've seen guys winning hands down. They decide to showboat and show off them. Blam! It's over. So they've got to stay sharp. One punch changes everything.
A very competitive round with 10 seconds left. Talk about Bowe in that last round. After what we saw in that last round, it's pretty obvious who has the advantage here. They ring the bell, and here we go. That round was complete domination. Let's see if we can shake things up here in this round.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
jab not finding its target. So much for boxing. This is a fight. Through the hook, didn't land. Well, Johnny, it's still early on, but what do you think about what we're seeing so far?
This is what you're going to get. You're going to get speed, good footwork. You're going to get punches thrown from head to body. You can get a lot of toe-to-toe. When you've got fighters at these weight division, they'll stand there. They don't need a ring. They need a phone box.
Have to be a judge in this fight as both fighters have had their big moments.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. It's like a match made in heaven.
Not many people in the heavyweight division hit like him. The first man to ever beat Muhammad Ali. Why weren't they more cautious? The true champion knows when you knew this was coming, they're going to take a knee.
It's really dented the ego. You don't want your opponent to see you do that.
This round's still up. Let's talk about Bowe in that last round. Well, this is the time that the trainer needs to come in and say... We're hoping for an all-action slugfest. Not the start that they wanted, but let's see what they can do in this round.
Now he knows he's been hurt. He's going to come out and put the pressure on. He's going to throw the kitchen sink at you. You've got to be ready for that. Don't fight fire with fire. Hold him off. Be smart because he's going to try and put you under pressure. He knows your legs are gone. He knows your head's not cleared. Be sharp.
Just when you thought we'd see a lull in the action, here we go again. The courage on display here is incredible. It's not always about who hits harder. In this division, ring IQ can go a long way.
This is about ego. Get your ego in check, Todd, because if you fight a man that is used to doing this, he's confident and comfortable doing this, why are you giving him that chance to dance that dance? Step out of the way, box him, frustrate him, because if you let him get away with it, he close you down.
This has been a very competitive round between these two.
Very close match. It shows the skill, the discipline, the respect both fighters have for each other, because no one dare do anything out of turn.
Someone tell these two that they can be defensive for a minute if they want to. At some point, the corner needs to decide we have to protect our fighter. You know the score. Big Daddy in trouble. Another win, another unanimous decision.